Since childhood, you've likely heard a single version of the American success story. It starts with a 30-year mortgage, a white picket fence, and the idea that every rent check is a wasted opportunity. But look past the manicured lawns, and you'll find millions of high earners who are secretly drowning. They live in beautiful neighborhoods, but they are house poor. Their entire financial existence is consumed by the structure they live in. If homeownership is the ultimate goal, we have to ask why it leaves so many people with no cash left at the end of the month. To find the answer, we're running a 10-year simulation. 2 people, each with identical salaries and $100,000 in savings. One buys a home, the other rents. By tracking their net worth over a decade, we can see the results of those competing strategies and identify who actually builds wealth. The buyer moves first, committing their entire $100,000 savings to a down payment and locking in a monthly mortgage. This chart breaks down a standard mortgage payment. 85% goes to bank interest. Only a 15% sliver builds equity. As 5 years pass, that sliver barely budges. For a decade, the buyer is mostly servicing debt, limiting their money's potential. Meanwhile, the renter keeps their $100,000 liquid and immediately places it into a broad market index fund. The common argument is that a mortgage is fixed while rent rises, but that ignores the phantom costs that come with a title deed. Look at how the buyer's monthly bill actually scales. Beyond the mortgage, we have to add property taxes, homeowner's insurance, and HOA fees. These costs climb every year, pushing the buyer's actual monthly cash outlay much higher than their initial loan estimate. Then there is maintenance. A standard home requires 1 to 2% of its value every year just to stay functional. A single emergency, like a burst water heater or a leaking roof, can instantly drain a family's savings. When you rent, your monthly payment is the maximum you will pay. When you buy, your mortgage is strictly the minimum you will pay. This brings us to opportunity cost. Every dollar spent on property taxes or a new roof is a dollar that isn't being invested elsewhere. While the buyer's capital is trapped in bricks and mortar, the renter keeps the difference between their rent and the buyer's total housing bill. They take that monthly surplus and add it to their investment portfolio. Here is the divergence. On the left, home equity grows slowly, with jagged drops for major repairs. On the right, the renter's portfolio curves upward with compound interest. Over 10 years, the renter's liquid portfolio often eclipses the buyer's home equity. The renter didn't lose money. They used it to build a massive, accessible pool of wealth that isn't tied to a physical structure. Owning a home can still be a positive life choice, provided the math supports the lifestyle. You are ready to buy when you can meet 3 criteria. First, a 7 to 10-year commitment to the location to offset closing costs. Second, a fully funded 6-month emergency fund that remains untouched after the down payment is gone. Finally, Rule 3, the 28% rule. Your total housing cost, including taxes, insurance, and maintenance, must stay below 28% of your gross income. If the numbers don't meet those rules, you can stay in your apartment, keep your overhead low, and invest your savings with confidence. A house provides a roof and a place for a family, but its value as a wealth builder depends entirely on the price of entry. Financial freedom is found in the liquidity you maintain, regardless of where you choose to sleep.